DragonNinja, also known simply as Bad Dudes, or Bad Dudes vs DragonNinja, is a side-scrolling beat-em-up game developed and released by Data East for arcades in 1988 and converted by David Collier for the Commodore 64, with music from Jonathan Dunn. In this story, the President of the USA has been kidnapped, and it's the job of a chap going by the unlikely name of Mr. Bad Dude to rescue him. He's built like a brick outhouse, this fella, and, to be fair, it's just as well that he is, because the screen rapidly fills with all manner of assailants intent on stopping your progress. You resort to the time-honoured martial arts skills to deal with the scum. Armed only with a pair of designer sports shoes and your fists, you venture forth into the thug-ridden streets, bashing the bad guys to bits. Level 1 begins on the streets of New York, where you get a taste for the action, battling left to right across several screens until you reach the first major end-of-level enemy, a fire-breathing fat fella. Well, to be fair, the fat fella has a name, Jinbarov Karnovsky, or Karnov for short. A fire-breathing East Russian ex-circus strongman hero who was also reintroduced in several other games from the company Data East. He also has his own game, which came out in 1988 for the Commodore 64. Maybe I'll leave that one for a while. Level 2 begins with you perched precariously on the back of an articulated lorry trailer, where you fight your way towards the cab and beat the Wolverine-clawed, armour-plated ninja who appears. Level 3, you're down in New York's sewer system, where you have to fight blue ninjas, red ninjas, butch-looking women, all intent on giving you a kick-in. Eventually, the green ninja decides to splinter himself off into a whole army of green ninjas. What is going on here? Next, in level 4, you find yourself fighting the exact same enemies over and over again, but a nice backdrop, which looks sort of similar to something you'd see in the game Riser. The end boss here being some guy dressed in green, walking up and down with what appears to be a pool cue in his hand. Level 5, you're on top of a train, and as with level 2, it slowly edges itself along the screen as you once again must fight wave after wave of baddies until you're eventually confronted with another boss, dressed in green, swinging something around his head. Level 6, you're in some caverns. Same baddies, same concept, and meeting you at the end is the regurgitated level 1 fatty boss. In fact, there's more fatties on level 7, as well as green dudes with pool cues. Just keep running right and hitting everything as you go. That seems to be the order of the day with this game. Everything is killed with one hit, apart from the end bosses. So if you've got your timing down correctly, you'll get through this game in no time. Flying kicks are the order of the day, and this seems to be the most effective way of dealing with everything. Even the end boss, the DragonNinja himself, trying to escape in a helicopter is an absolute doddle to kill. Basically, this game is just like the Mastertronic version of Double Dragon, but a little bit easier. The backdrops are all impressive, particularly in the brighter sections of the game, like the lorry and train, where the artwork is impressive and convincing. The size and detail of the characters was pretty impressive, as each one uses 4 sprites with high-res overlays, and there's some pretty serious multiplexing going on to stop the screen exploding into pixels. So, no waste caps here. Okay, maybe 1 or 2. My only real issue is the gameplay. As it's seen with many of the Commodore 64 coin-op beat-em-up conversions, they just all seem very samey, and for that reason, this game probably won't hold your attention for all that long, but doesn't mean it's not worth playing, because it is. It's a decent game after all, for what it is. Although you can literally cheese this game all the way through by just doing the jump kicking. It's just a shame there wasn't a 2-player option, as that would have gave this game some longevity. I loved the arcade Super Punch, where you held down the fire for a second or two and your fist would be engulfed in flame. I mean, It's there on the Commodore 64 version, but it's not very effective and it's hard to land. Besides, everything seems to die in one hit anyway, so why bother? Use on the end baddies, sure, but you'll have kicked their ass quicker using the jump kick move anyway. I'll stick the manual in the video description, which will hopefully help with the moves for this game. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and please don't forget to leave your comments to let me know if you loved or hated this game. Hopefully you'll give it a whirl if you've never played it before. Or if this brought back some nostalgic memories, then that's the objective of the channel. Hit subscribe if you're new here to follow me on this epic journey to revisit all of the Commodore 64 games that reside somewhere in our memory banks, but just need to be unlocked and released once more. Thanks again for watching. Hope to see you all in the next one. Until then, bye for now.